Poor Prince Harry. First, his entire family rejected his invitation to exploit them at this year's UK Invictus Game event. And now reports are coming in that veterans say that the Invictus Games has lost its meaning with Meghan Markle's involvement and that Prince Harry should step down. Ouch. Welcome to Popcorn Palace. I am Andy Signor, and man, just keeps getting worse for old Prince Harry. He's now been warned by veterans that the Invictus Games has lost its meaning with Meghan Markle's involvement. Now, we know he started this back in 2014 with his brother to support wounded, injured, and sick service personnel and veterans. But in recent years, Meghan's become more involved, and that's made some of the veterans feel funny. Some veterans are worried the games have become too royal. They've claimed the Invictus Games have lost their meaning with Meghan's involvement, are asking Harry to step down. Ouch. GB News host Mark Dolan claims about 2,000 ex-military have left the games as they say it's lost its original meaning. There are some former veterans who would like Harry to step down. Now, this was the whole drama this was added to because the royal family is completely ignoring this UK event that Harry and Meghan were dangling the kids for, hoping that, you know, the king, his father, their grandfather, might show up to see the kids finally. Now that's all completely kaput because obviously Charles, Catherine are still suffering with their diagnoses and their treatments. The last thing they want to do is be seen with Harry at this point. Harry's lost all credibility, all trust. This is just the saddest bit of karma. But again, I don't feel sorry because he knew exactly what he was doing. And so no one's going to come support him in this event. Angela Levin made some more comments about it, expressing more about this fact that the whole events have become too royal. And I think she's spot on.
It's become much too royal. Much too royal. I mean, Meghan makes the speeches. She actually led a march where some of the ex-military people were either physically or emotionally or psychologically or all of it damaged during the fighting. And they were very upset about this because she knows nothing about how to march. She looked as if she was at a dress show for Christian Dior, you know, slinking along. And I think they don't want that. They don't want to hear that she's late because she had to give her children a milkshake for 3 days before she could get out there. I mean, nobody really wants to know. She also did a speech on how to be strong and fight against things, well, which was actually, I think, rather insulting. And I think it's become much.
And sorry, my mic was off to avoid that. It's incredibly insulting given what these veterans have suffered, and Meghan's out there trying to make her own plight seem like they're even remotely close.
Much too taken away from what is the idea, which is to help these people live another life. Harry was brilliant of them. When I went round with him to talk to them, he was marvellous at giving them a feeling that life was worth living. I couldn't believe how good he was in 3 or 4 minutes talking to them. But now it's all about Meghan mainly, and Harry follows behind. And I don't think people want to do that.
Indeed. And do you think some of the veterans feel that the Invictus Games is now just a PR exercise for the Sussexes? And how many of those veterans are irritated by the comments of Prince Harry in his book Spare that he killed loads of Taliban fighters?
Yes, I think you're absolutely right on that. They don't think she understands, and nobody can actually unless they've been in a war know how awful it is. And I think they couldn't understand why Harry would say that he killed people in Afghanistan, because then he would make himself much more available to people who want to take revenge. So that was a strange thing to do, I felt. When he knows better, I'm nothing to do with the army, but I would know that you don't do that. You don't say the number of people you've killed as if you're sort of proud of it. And I think they feel very regretful that Harry is no longer on their on their wave. You know, he's off thinking about Meghan, looking after her, making sure she's all right, and they're not getting what they deserve, which is all the attention on them, not on Meghan. The other thing is they're upset about is they try to stay in the most expensive hotel, which takes money out of what is coming in for the victims. And also the last time they wanted it all repainted, their rooms there, and they also wanted a change in the linen that was used on the bed. And I think they find they're just really quite difficult.
I mean, I buy all of that, to be fair.
You ever wondered how a Hollywood movie...
Curious what you guys think in the comments, but yes, I think everyone's just getting sick of them, including the royal family. They've humored him. They kept him around as long as they could, and now no one wants to be associated with what this event used to be. And imagine half the people who people approve of and like King Charles. These veterans must feel strange going to this event that now they aren't going to endorse, because Harry and Meghan have turned this whole thing into their PR spectacle to make themselves look good and make himself look like a real soldier. I mean, he was recently out there parading his show medals, which a lot of people were calling out. I think there are a lot of veterans out there, clearly from this report, feel this way, that they are distracting from the actual cause. And I can't help but agree. I mean, why is Meghan there in the front of these things? Like, I understand she wants to be there at an event in the crowd with next to her man. Of course, fine, all for it. But she gives speeches, she leads parades, she stands in front of everybody, she does the wave. It's not about you, girl. And I've had people, Andy, why do you always leave her alone? Stop bullying her. No, she needs to hear this criticism. This looks bad when you, who are not a veteran, constantly put yourself out there as the celebrity showpiece. Put the veterans in front. Anybody who actually cared about these veterans wouldn't allow that. They wouldn't want to be there. They'd be like, oh, no. You do it. Like, the veterans would have to like drag her from the crowd to put her there to applaud. And then that might seem real and genuine, as actual charitable people would do. But no, she loves it. She loves the attention and being there. And again, it's so crazy because these are wounded veterans who are there to get this a moment to feel alive and keep themselves mentally healthy. And instead, Meghan has to be there to do the royal wave. It is disgusting. It's maddening, and I'm not surprised at all. And there are now rumors that because the royal family isn't coming, that he's debating whether he wants to go, because this was all part of the plan and their comeback, which is not going to happen now. They are so stuck in their ways now, and now they've doubled down in this racist royals and all the nonsense they did, that now that the public worldwide is sending so much praise and love and wanting the King and Catherine to heal, they can't be negative about him as much anymore. They just can't. So they're stuck. And honestly, it couldn't happen to two nicer people. They deserve this karma so bad. So there it is. I hope more veterans will come forward. In fact, I'd love to speak to veterans out there. If anybody wants to, I've had a few connections through people, but no veterans really want to go on the record because they don't want to be out there calling people out. That's just not what they're about. And I can respect that, but these two deserve to be called out. What they're doing is not right. This event is important, and these two are not helping it. There are a lot of celebrities that could actually be pulling more weight, bringing in more talent, more attention to these people, and not make it all about the money. Instead, it seems to be all about the money. That's what Harry and Meghan seem to be about, and using it for PR opportunities with Good Morning America, etc. It's really, truly disturbing. If you want to be updated on this and more royalty and news, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell for all alerts, smash the like button here for Popcorn Palace, and leave your comments down below at the same time. Appreciate all you so much. Stay tuned. We got a lot more coming. You're not going to miss it. Appreciate all you watching.